All right, well, salve, amici Latini. We are on Latina Christiana 1, Lesson 3. And yesterday, hopefully, you worked on your chant and your vocabulary, your grammar, your saying. And today, we're going to look at what you did in your book. So, Part A is something that you can do completely on your own. Mater Italiae Roma. You should have put Mother of Italy, Rome. You can write faster than my computer can. I have to write with invisible ink. There you go. I never know what's going to look like. Mother of Italy, Rome. There comes Rome. I hope. Okay, perfect. Pray and work. Our old saying, ora et labora. Now, you didn't need me to get that down. So I'm not always going to check these, but this week I want to make sure we're on track. And mihi nomen est. Mihi means my. Nomen means name. Ooh, that's not good. That would be mame. See if my eraser works. Goodness. There it is. All right. Back to green. My name is. Mihi nomen est. And hello, teacher. If you're going to talk to me as a teacher, you're going to say salve. There we go. Looks like salve. Salve magistra. Magistra. And if you're talking to a boy teacher, you'll say salve magister. Because ster is the boy endings, and the a is the girl endings. Okay, now we're going to look at B grammar. B grammar. Nouns are special because we're going to take nouns and we're going to add endings onto them that are called case endings. And when we add the endings onto nouns, it's called declining. And when we add the endings onto verbs, it's called conjugating. So let's get those written down and then I'll explain them a little bit more. Wow, my computer is a slow one today. Declining is for nouns. Conjugating is for verbs. And both of those mean to put their special endings on the ends of them. So we have a little bit of a song. It says, conjugation is for verbs, first, second, and third person, singular is one, plural two or more. Now we know more Latin than we did before. Yeah, so on verbs, we put our endings O. There's our OST, mustis unt. For our nouns, we put our endings that I think we are working on this week. We were. I, aha, I, autumn, is, as, is. Those are our noun endings, our case endings that we're putting on our nouns. But in our grammar, they want us to go back to last week and to do some conjugating. So our verb we have is clamo, clamo, clamare. And we're going to conjugate it, and they've given us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines. See if my 12 lines can even fit in. My third one's coming. Pretty sure I did lines over here, guys. Come on, come on. Maybe I have to make them again. I'm faster than my computer today, and that's not saying much. Okay. Did I get a line out of it? Oh, I did there. Guess this guy didn't want to be in line today. All right, sleepy computer. Let's change pens. I'll change to red. There we go. So we're going to add our personal endings. O, S, T onto our lines. And then we're going to sneak over here. Skip a set. muss, tis, und. There we go. That's the beginning of our conjugation. Now, if you did this already, you might have already learned how to conjugate clamo, clamare last year, or you might have remembered how we did it last week, and you might have looked back at the conjugating we did last week, and you might have written it down. Okay, so here we go. We have our personal endings all ready to go. O-S-T, muss, tis, und. And O is I. Let's write the pronouns on. S is you. T is he, or she, or it. Whoa, I took up the whole line. That's going to cause a problem when I come back to write what he or she or it is doing. Muss is we. I gotta write really small. Tis is y'all. And und is they. Maybe we could play this video back at a faster speed so that my writing goes a little faster. And then my voice will go really fast. Okay, clamo. We've got our personal endings. They work with these personal pronouns. And now we've got to put our stem in our Latin word on. So, clamo stays clamo. Clamo. You just slide it onto that O. There you go. And now, clamo, clamas, clamat, clamamus, clamatis, clamant. We've only learned about this first conjugation, and it has an A in it. So clama is its stem. Cla-ma. We're going to put a clamma on every one of these. Clamo, clamas. There's our clamma. I'll change pen so you can see me. Get the clamma on. What should we do? Green again? Okay. Clamo, clamas, clama. We're going to write a clamma on each of these. Clamat, clamamus. There's our clamma. Just put a clamma on all of them. Clamatis, clamant. There we go. Oops. Didn't want to bring that up. Clamo, clamas, clamat, clamamus, clamatis, clamant. Clamo, clamas, clamat, clamamus, clamatis, clamant. Clamo, it's not I love. Clamo, what does that word mean? Clamo, I shout. Clamas, you shout. I'm going to shout at my computer because it's going really slow. Clamat, he, she, it shouts. I got to write underline. Clamamus, we shout. Clamatis, y'all shout. Clamant, they are shouting. I don't even know if I can fit that in there. My blackboard is getting full. I'm going to wake Joshua up and have him figure out how I can make my computer a little bit slower. This beginning of the school year, it is not a happy computer. All right. Clamo, I shout. Clamas, you shout. Clamat, he, she, it shouts. Clamamus, we shout. Clamatis, you all shout. Here it goes. I can say it 10 times before my computer writes it. And clamant, they are shouting. Or you can just write, they shout. For our song, it sounds better. They are shouting. They are shouting. They do shout. They shout. All of them are acceptable answers for our conjugation. Anytime in the video you want, you know you can pause it. And now we're going to go down and look at the derivatives. So if you haven't done D derivatives, I want you to go to the other page and see the list of derivatives across from your vocabulary. And I want you to try to figure out which word will fit in. And then when you come back, we're going to correct D derivatives. Look at that. Do you think there's going to be a G on shouting? Oh, I guess I have to add it. They are shouting. It's like my blackboard won't even let me put the loop of my G on. It's so tight. There we go. They're shouting. All right. So you're going to do derivatives. You're going to come back and check them. And I'm going to clear my whiteboard. Okay, your derivatives are done. Let's check them. Number 1, something that is light enough to carry is portable. From Porto, I carry. Number 2, when settlers moved west, they went through Indian territory. The land that the Indians lived in was Indian territory. From terra terrae, land. Number 3, you are fortunate to be able to study Latin. That means you're lucky, fortuna, fortune, chance. We know luck isn't a real thing, though. We know that all good things come from God, so actually you're really blessed to be able to study something as exciting as Latin. But we'll let them have fortunate today. Number 4, Latin study will make you a superior student. From supero, I overcome or surpass. Superman, you're going to be the Superman of the school world because you studied Latin. Number 5, the Via Dolorosa. This is a name. It comes from the Latin word via, is the way of sorrows. It's the road that Christ walked on when he walked to Calvary. It's called the Via Dolorosa. Well, we say that in classical Latin, the via, but it's the via, all right, in Italian. And number 6, the Nautilus was the name of the submarine in the book 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You may have never heard of that book. You may have just needed to look at the derivatives and say, well, which one would make sense? Nautilus is also the name of a shell, and it comes from nautai, sailor. So obviously they were sailing around in a submarine there. The carriage transported goods on the Appian Road. That was one of the roads in Rome. And you have goods, things that are being sold or traded, are being taken from one place to another. We call that transported. And trans means across. And here's the porto, portare, that means carried across. Isn't that cool? The things they were selling were being carried across by carriages. All right. I hope you had a good week. I hope you practice your Latin saying, caelum et terra, heaven and earth. I hope you work on your vocabulary and you memorize your first declension. Ladies first, mensa, mensai, mensai, mensam, mensa, mensai, mensarum, mensis, mensas, mensis. Have a great time with your Latin.